Motivated by a burning sense of injustice and a desire to give generously to those in need of help, Troutman Pepper took on the Devanya Inman case, despite that it seemed unwinnable.
Devanya Inman was a teenager in Adel, Georgia, who had recently moved from California. He was picked up for the murder of Donna Brown, a Taco Bell manager, in late 1998. He was promptly charged with the crime, and he was convicted in a trial that was riddled with constitutional errors and spent the next 23 years in prison for a crime that he did not commit. DNA evidence was found on a ski mask located in the murder victim's car that identified another man, Hercules Brown, as the perpetrator of the crime. But that was not enough to get Mr. Inman released until the Georgia Innocence Project came to our firm and asked for our assistance.
The state fought for years in court to prevent the matter from reaching the merits of the claim, asserting that it was too late for Devanya to argue innocence or injustice, and that innocence was irrelevant.
The work Georgia Innocence does absolutely brings people together. Devanya's case is an excellent example of that. We took over Devanya's case after another large law firm was involved for a number of years. Georgia State, I'm a Georgia State law alum, and a professor at Georgia State had taken an interest in Devanya's case a number of years ago and gotten some of her students really involved in investigating and supporting Devanya kind of emotionally as he waited and continued to pursue justice.
It's hard because it is such a slow process. And even us trying to move it along as well as we could, we hit so many hurdles with COVID and with, procedurally the state appealing and trying to challenge, what wins that we were getting early on. So there were a lot of ups and downs.
The moment our client was released was very special for many reasons. It was a couple of days before Christmas, but I was fortunate enough with my partner, Tom Riley, to be right at the door waiting for our client with his mother and father.
He got to see his granddaughter for the first time. It was such an emotional experience, and I was so privileged to be there.
It truly was the highlight of my professional career to have gotten to work on this case with so many of our colleagues and to make a real difference in someone's life and a real difference in our lives too.
Congratulations to Georgia Innocence Project on its 20th anniversary. The past few years have been absolutely stellar, and I'm thinking about Dennis Perry, I think about Joey Watkins, I think about Devanya Inman. We cannot wait to see who else you serve and how many more lives you change, and thank you so much for allowing Troutman to be a part of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, for tireless dedication, service, and resilience against all odds, we salute Troutman Pepper with the Page Pate Exemplar of Service Award.